Aloha, everyone. Welcome to Activate and Elevate with Sheila and Jan. And today it's just Activate and Elevate with Sheila. Jan is literally on an airplane headed to Washington right now to do a weekend with Marcy up there. So I'm here today and I decided that why don't we have a round of question and answers, and then about 10 minutes before we end, I have a cool little, it's called the Cosmic Expansion. And I created this 2 years ago for a big, I was part of a huge event where hundreds of people online came, and we had to create something to give everybody that came. So I created the Cosmic Expansion meditation, and I thought what a great way to do it today at the end of the call. So without further ado, if you have a question, you can either type it into the chat or you can just unmic, and there's a 90% chance I'm going to have a good answer for you. There'll be a slim chance I might be unable to answer that, but I'll be upfront with you about that too. So who is first? Don't be shy, because I'm here for you guys. Leola. Is that, oh, my hand, that was my little hand thing on top of Leola's picture. Okay, let's see. I heard there's a place in the back office you can designate which leg web signups are placed. I looked and couldn't find it. Okay, well, let's go discover that, because I know exactly where that is. So let me just get onto the space. Just pull up a new one. I'm going to I like to use my husband to just share. All right, Leslie. So move this. When you're going to designate which leg you want the computer to actually shunt people to, you're going to come up here to where your name is, and you're going to hit that little arrow down, and then you're going to come over here to change settings. Okay. So we hit change settings. And then you're going to actually scroll to the very, very bottom of that very first page. And at the bottom, it says, what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new members? So Gary's is set at this, but every time somebody comes to your personal website and then they choose to join, it will put them on whichever of these legs that you choose, building it left, building it right, or the strong leg on the outside. And strong leg on the outside, let's go, I'll show you what that means right here with Gary's stuff. Okay, so we'll go to home. All happens to be on the other side. There we go. So if you look at Gary's leg, here it says period left volume. He's got 3279. He's not working his business, okay? And he started, I don't know, back when I did, 3.5 years ago, almost 4. So his right leg volume has 0, and you can see that he's got this huge chunk of volume on the left leg and a smaller volume on the right. And when we come to his, let's go to his binary tree. If you look at his binary tree, it says left leg count 536. So left leg is going to be his strong leg. And what it means on the outside is that everybody has a left and a right. And under Robert has a left and a right. Okay. If it would say strong leg inside, it would put them in here and it would start creating octopus. So strong leg outside means Gary's left leg, where he's got 536 people and all those 200 and some points, and it'll all come down there. So does that answer your question, Leslie? Debbie, the preferred customers on a list that our brand partners sign up. Awesome. The one place I didn't like. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next question why would anyone ever want to select a strong leg? You know, Cynthia, that escapes me. I have no idea why you would want to do that. And if you're sending people, if you literally are sending people to your website to join instead of manually signing them up, you have to be on top of this, whether you're building your left, building your right, because you are allowing the computer to run your business for you. Okay, which is not a bad thing, but you have to be conscious of, ooh, is it time for me to switch my leg over or not? Okay, so that's really important. All right. Let's see. Are we able to see the preferred customers on a list that our brand partners sign up? Okay, Cynthia, well, let's go take a look and see if we can find that. Because honestly, I don't know if there's a list designated for that.
You can find it in your back office.
The whole list of the PCs below other people?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So let's take a look under organization. So we have popular card. That's not personally enrolled. Those are my own people. Upcoming rank promotions, downline ranks, downlines orders, downlines monthly subscription, new brand partners, preferred customers. Let's go there. You're not going to see too many in mine, I don't think. Oh, these are Gary's. Sorry, he has 0 preferred customers. But the thing is, I don't believe you're going to see yours. Where you see other people's info, other people's here is down here on your team's recent activity. Okay. And if you go to your team's recent activity, I don't normally like to show my account, but that's my own thing. I'll come in here. We'll take a look. Pretty sure I don't have any.
I don't know why people would sign up a PC and not a PC Plus. It's so much better for the customer.
Yeah, it's all personal preference, I guess. So under your team's recent activity, you can see Elmira Rocco, she's my chiropractor's wife. She's on fire. And so I see everybody that signs up underneath all of my other people. Sheila's joined under me. Beben. So it doesn't tell me what they are. If I click it, it does nothing. It just tells you that they have signed up underneath you. Now, what you can do is roll across, and this tells you the new brand partners that are still underneath the other people. It'll tell you, though, what their rank is. It does not tell you the preferred customers. So sorry about that, but it was a good try. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, right, Cynthia. I don't know why you'd want to build your strong leg. How do you remove exiting customer because they are not ordering or dropped out? You can't. It doesn't come off. It's kind of one of my frustrations. I've got like 5 pages of personally enrolled people, and it does not populate them out to somewhere else. So you cannot do it. So a PC versus a PC Plus. Who's got that information? Jenny, do you know the difference between those two? Because
the PC, what I know and what I studied was the PC Plus. They get the samples every month, the 10 patches of different supporting sleeves. They pay the $19.95 one time. They get the wholesale price. They're on auto ship. But after 6 months, it says something about swag. So that's something new. But they were able to pick out a sleeve after 6 months of the samples that were sent to them, a full sleeve for free.
Cynthia Beckdahl, do you have anything to add to that? Okay, PC Plus has more rules. Example, PC Plus can skip 2 months before they become retail. So they can call up customer service and say, I need to hold my account for 2 months. And then they have to start again. This is what I'm guessing. What do you mean by that? No, they don't need to call. You can just pause your order for 2 months, and then on the third month you need to start it up, or else they would have to sign up again. Is that correct?
Once you stop the auto ship, you can't go back and get those samples.
Okay. Okay, so you
That
can't
I do
get
know.
samples. You wouldn't be able to get the samples again.
Nope.
Okay.
And you can also,
You just said
if
yes.
you sign up 3 people, you can get $100 towards your product.
Okay. So it's really a personal preference. Just Calvin found out the other day for a person the other day. So yes, you can resume the sample program, but that's if you only miss 2 months and not a third. I'm going to assume, Cynthia. And no. Okay. So I'm going to be real truthful. I don't sign people up on PC. I just have not had, it's been a long time since anybody's wanted to do that under me. And so I encourage packages. You can miss more months and company will resume where you left off in the samples. Wow. Well, that's awesome. That's a good program then. Loyalty rewards program part is what gets messed up. Okay. All right. So any other question? First item is a LifeWave cup. Ooh, I have that. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're talking about, the swag that Jenny mentioned earlier. And the LifeWave coffee cup. You guys may have seen me drinking out of mine. I love them. They're big and wonderful. Okay, but the company will even restart the loyalty rewards part 2 where you left off. Wow, not too many companies will do that. That's pretty amazing. So any next question, not any other, but you might not get the 4th reward, which is a free sleeve. I have no idea. That was my guess. You don't have to pay $19.95. Okay, perfect. All right, next question. Debbie Kelly, I see you're unmuted. Do you have a question, sweetie?
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out while I'm listening to what you're saying about preferred customer. My sister just signed up her first one. And she signed her up as a preferred customer, we thought. Now, when I helped her out with that, we went into the back office and there's something before the bronze. And I don't have that in front of me now, and I can't even remember what it was called.
It's the starter kit for $24.95.
Yes. What does that mean?
That means that it's literally holding you a place in the tree. So you're considered a brand partner. Excuse me. Like that's it's the first wholesale package, right? $24.95, but you get no patches. That's literally just holding a place in the tree so that when somebody can afford it, they can roll up into a package, or they can just, go one at a time at bronze. What that's meeting someone's needs financially is what that's doing.
What she did is signed her up with that selection, and then she put her into an auto ship for the X39. Did we do the right thing? That's what I don't know.
So the person is going to be a brand partner now, and then they'll be getting a monthly auto ship. It's kind of like a bronze without starting them at a bronze.
So given the two, what's the difference? I mean,
Given the two
bronze, if she signed her up with bronze, she would not have had to pay that $25. That I know, right? That would have been waived.
No, well, a bronze is $124.95, right?
Okay, so she did, yes.
So you do pay that. It's just that you with a starter kit, you financially are unable to pay for it, literally. That's how I see it. And then the person can either, like you just said, okay, I can afford it a month from now. I can afford $100 in shipping and tax, but right in this moment I'm tight because I just paid my rent or my car payment or whatever. So that person sees the value of being in the wholesale system. That they are going to be a builder. Maybe that might be another catalyst for you to use the starter kit. And then they can put that order in where they can do an auto ship later, or the next time they can afford to. If it was me and they wanted a place and they were going to be able to get auto ship, that's how I would start them, just like you guys did. But maybe the next month after or something, she might be able to roll up into a package. And what's going to be the difference is it's all going to be about point value and your commission. Okay.
Right.
So for introducing a starter kit, you get 0.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
And with a bronze, let's see, a silver is 50. So a bronze is what, $25 that we get for signing a bronze.
Yes.
So that it's about your point value, but always, Barb just said 15. Okay, thank you, Barb. So it's always important to meet your person where they're at, right? And where
I'm
they're
wondering, okay, so I'm wondering then, would it pay to just, would that be called an upgrade to go from that to the bronze?
it is.
Maybe I should suggest that she do that.
I
Because
would
it's not
suggest.
gonna change what she's getting, and she wouldn't even need to know really, right?
Well, you need to make sure that it's okay with her.
Mhm.
That's, you don't want to do anything with somebody else's account. That's integrity. Okay.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So just letting
But
them
it-
know. And
Yeah, I'll let her know, it would be the same scenario. She's gonna get the X39 once a month.
correct.
And then she
Yeah,
can just
keep her
decide.
on the membership. She gets that bronze and then keep them on a, let's see, who said somebody wrote something, just a sec. Cynthia, another way to look at the person who did starter for 25 is when they do bronze, that's right, you're only paying for that difference.
Mhm.
So it's just like any other upgrade. Good point, Cynthia, thank you. And so when they become silver, they already paid portion of it and they get the $25 back. Well, that's pretty cool too. So that's something to consider.
Mhm.
Is that
Okay,
helpful, Debbie?
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that she talk to her and maybe just put her in as a bronze. And then
Right.
she can at least get the compensation for that.
Jenny just had a good point to mention about PCs, is that you have a 90-day money back guarantee, but it's only what people they're not comprehending. A lot of people aren't. You do not have 90 days worth of orders that you can send back.
No.
The 90-day money back guarantee for a preferred customer is in their first 30 days, whatever they order,
Mhm.
they have 90 days to say, I don't want that order.
Mhm.
Unlike brand partners, you have a 30-day window, which Kathleen and I had a really serious discussion about this, because she had a lady use it for 10, pardon me, 10 days.
Mhm.
And then she called her and said, I'm not feeling anything, right? I'm not feeling, there's that feeling word. We have to shift them to saying experiencing. And Kathleen, she texted her a big amount of information about why, they had, Kathleen is very thorough in having conversation with people that are interested in signing up. And this lady signed up for a bronze. She wouldn't go anywhere else. She wanted a bronze. Okay, well, the point is, if you're going to try it out for 10 days, raise your hand. Tell me what's going to happen in 10 days.
Mhm.
Anybody?
Nothing. Well, I had something, yeah.
There is something.
Most
4,000
don't.
to get reset, right? We know
Yeah.
that happens in the first 24 hours. Some of us are in the One Patch Wonder Club,
Mhm.
and things do happen. However, not everyone is in that club, and 10 days is a blip in time. If you're 60 years old, which this lady was, you have 60 years of accumulation, right, into your body about toxins, health conditions, whatever, your broken bones that you had in the past, all this stuff. And so 10 days, they might not notice enough to have the want to do. That's right. They might not notice. So Kathleen, she did have another phone discussion, but this lady had already made up her mind. Okay. That's right, Jen. Some don't see the value in it. And so part of our discussion was a serious, serious discussion. Do we say to people, well, you know what? If all you want to try it for is 30 days, save your money.
Mhm.
Okay. If you are in favor of that, acknowledge that. Say say yes in the chat, whatever. But, think about how that goes, because yeah, they're not on board with needing to have activated stem cells for the rest of their life to avoid things they don't want in the future. Exactly, Cynthia. The eyes have it, Barbs. Yeah, that's right. So, again, we're meeting our customer and at where they're at, but being honest. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, how many things have everyone here, there's 42 people in this call right at this moment. I'm pretty sure that I could get 80% of us or more to say that we wish we hadn't spent $100 or more on something that didn't turn out to be. Victoria's like, yeah. Okay. I mean, we've all done crazy things that we thought were going to help us, and then it just turned out to be blah. So, it's really something to consider for them. All right. And one thing that we talked about, Kathleen and I, is asking them, what is your commitment to your health?
Mhm.
Are you willing to commit for a minimum of 90 days? And realistically, what we've been telling people is, look, 1 month per decade. Okay. 1 month per decade that you're alive is the recommended for cellular deep healing, where you are healing yourself. The patch isn't healing people. It's that you could sell them a sleeve from your own stash at retail. You could, Jen. That's a total, you could do that. But then aren't you at that same, if you're doing that, so they're paying what 149 retail, how is that going to encourage them to stay on? Even to me, it's not. They're just paying more money, and and then they still have that mindset. So part of our job is literally to massage people to the awareness, bring them gently to people are weird. That is so funny. That's truth, right? We are all weird. and perfect 90 days. And the question is, do we just want to rack up people on our legs? Okay. Do you want a bunch of those little white pockets of nothingness where people did it and then they did it for 1 month and 1 year later they're off the tree, right? And the answer is no, we don't want that. So, Peter, he talks about, he pre-qualifies people to the point where he wants to know if they're going to be builders, and if they're not, he's not necessarily signing them up. And it's not that he's not signing people up, but his goal is to get business builders, right? And so we all have different approaches, different tactics. I'm just saying that what is really important when you're working with somebody is to let them understand it's going to take more than 10 days. Okay. And so if you think that you can fix it in 10 days, how come you already haven't? Okay. That's another thing. All right. So, right. So one of the ways that if you've come into office hours and you've been watching Marcy's trainings at all on Monday or Tuesday, you will hear her talk about how to pack out a silver kit. And we've been doing that with my chiropractor's office, but we're doing it with gold. All right. And so what we are putting in the packages for his patients are 2x39. He's in love with the X49. Okay. So he wants 2x39, 2x49. And then because it is gold, you get one more full sleeve of something, right? X39 or 49. And then you get one support sleeve as your bonus. Well, what we're doing is putting in 3 sleeves of Eon. So that gives them 3 months of Eon they come back. I just had my first one because we've only been doing this for 2.5 months. They've been signing up people. I just had my first lady call me and say, oh my gosh, I really need to get more of these patches. They are amazing. And I said, perfect. Let's get you on an auto ship. Okay. And so now she's going to have the third month of the two, X39, X49. She wants them both. And she says, well, what other patches do you use? And I'm like, oh, honey, you know, and I said, well, one of the ones that I sleep with is that the Alavita I put right on the center of my forehead. She's like, well, what does that do? And I said, well, you know, I actually, what I did, grabbed my follow-up clipboard paperwork, and I have mine in plastic sheets, and I just went to Alavita and I read to her exactly what it does. And she went, it's responsible for vibrant skin and lightens your wrinkles. Put that on there too. Okay. So I didn't inundate her. We don't throw these things at people in their first order, right? We're letting them experience the X39 because that is the holy grail. All right. And all the side support patches. I mean, truly. Okay, I've got right now Ice Wave on in 3 different spots. I've got my X39 in the back of my neck and Eon. So I'm not opposed to wearing all of the patches. However, I do think when we start out with people, you know, one is super important that you tell them about Eon, because inflammation eats stem cells. That's all there is to it. And if you haven't heard that before, please allow that to permeate into your being, because that is a really, really important thing. We want the Eon on the body to help inflammation. I suggest to people that they wear it opposite their X39 so that they, you know, it's just when you wake up in the morning and you have had Eon on at night, you are less stiff. Our joints, all our discs fill up at night, they hydrate. And so that by itself stiffens your body. And I know anybody that is over 40 years old on this call right now has experienced that. Let's go before we all had X39 and just think about when you get about, I can remember doing this. Oh God. You know, and you're like trying to crawl out of that bed, and it's just like, do I really have to put my feet on the floor? And it's a different experience when you put that Eon overnight. It lowers that inflammation during the night, so when you wake up in the morning, you are not nearly as stiff. And so that's one of the ways that I do try to talk to my customers. Let's see, I'm going to check the chat here real quick. When you love a person up front saying nothing about business till they ask, your business builders were pop. That is exactly truth. And you know what? You can identify who's going to be a business builder. And for me, I'm all about my service and my mission of service to humanity literally has been for 20 years to be of service, to help people heal themselves. And that's really truthfully what I've been, you know, all of my education and stuff in my later life has been about. So when you help others to find themselves and heal themselves, then it's just kind of a natural, I like the organic, natural build way. Okay, one more question over here. We tried for 2 months and she feels great, but has not purchased since. What should we do in this instant? Keep in touch, yes, or wait on them to reorder. Okay, so for me, if one of the things that I like to do is, you know how when all of a sudden they'll just throw out a promotion and they'll say, hey, you know, if you sign up a gold or upgrade a gold to a gold, you end up getting, you know, an extra money or something. Pick up that phone and say, hey, guess what? If you upgrade to a gold, you get 2 sleeves of X39 and a free support sleeve. Okay, free. People go, what? I'm serious. I have in these 2 or 3 promotions we've had over the last 9 months, I cannot tell you how many people have rolled up to gold for me because I tell them that they're going to get a free one. And then they're using it. And after that one, the next month, I'll call them and I'll say, hey, do you just want to get onto an auto? Are you ready? Let's do it. And then it'll come to you every month instead of having to call you and say, do you want to order? Okay. Because you know what? You're a grown up too. And that's part of them taking responsibility for their own health. Okay. It's one thing for me to be managing all 25 so far of my chiropractor's clients that have signed up, because he doesn't have time. Okay. Yesterday, and let me tell you something we did yesterday was mind blowing for me. I was like, holy goodness. We drove through Lahaina, the chiropractor, his wife and I, and we went to a hotel on the Poly, which is just I don't know, 3 miles away from the burn site. And what they've been doing is they've been housing people that were displaced from the fire, have been being put up in hotels. And many of the people that we went to at the Sheraton yesterday, at the Sheraton Black Rock Hotel, were employees that are being housed now where they work. And we sat there it was 4 hours. My chiropractor adjusted 58 people in 4 hours, and I patched 58 people. And I was never going from the perspective of, hey, I want to activate your stem cells because it does all of this, and this. I held the patch up to him and I said, hey, this little patch, it will help to, I said, it's activate your stem cells, but what's going to happen for you, and you've got to remember, we are 1 month away today from thousands of people being burned in that fire. And driving through it yesterday was just, I bawled. Okay. But what these people are experiencing that had to escape or were at work and lost everything in the fire, they have PTSD up the wahoo. Okay. They are depressed. They are anxious. And most of all, they're not sleeping. And that was so hard for me to acknowledge that. I mean, yesterday I was totally under control and everything. Well, you got to be professional, right? But afterwards and processing, I was like, holy crap, 58 people that I personally talked to aren't sleeping because of this event. And so I said, look, this can help you balance your brain. It helps you relieve PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and it'll help you sleep. And every one of those persons, their eyes lit up and they went from being kind of down and hunched. Wow, put it on me. Slapped that on them right away. And what I want you to know too is that not only did we just put one patch on them, but Kathleen and I, we made envelopes that had LifeWave had sent us patches to share and distribute with people. Last week, we were able to put together 7 patches in the little baggies of X39 and Eon. This week, all we had left was enough for 60 envelopes of X39 and X49. And so 58 people are going to have 4 days plus history. So 5 days of maybe better sleep. Okay. And so my whole point in explaining this to you guys, what is it that your person that you're connecting with needs? Okay. Do they need better sleep? Do they need to be their soul soothed? Okay. Well, we all know that when your brain balances, that anxiety, depression, PTSD can be released. So, okay. Enough of my chatting. Let me go in here. I followed up with her, and now she's losing the energy. She got her mind harder to focus. Wow. There you go, Cynthia. And I have had people say the same thing about, I just don't feel good. FYI, I listened to David Schmidt's interview about Alavita day and night cream plus patches. Look at the science. Yeah. What it takes to get people to stay current when they've purchased silver and after 3 months or even 2 months. How do we suggest in a couple of weeks they make a purchase? Okay, so Barb, my suggestion is that you contact them if they've been on it, they've got 2 months left. Have they been on the did they order their let me see, what am I trying to say? Did they order a silver kit or whatever kit? Doesn't really matter. If they've got 3 months left and they've had the kit for 2 months, then they're not wearing them, right? They're not using them. And that's when you need to be calling them up and saying, Susie, time to put your patch on right now. Okay. Laura Zaloni, another girl from LifeWave, she texted a group texting or to people. She would just text them, patch on. And she would make really funny like memes up with a patch on a dog's face or whatever, a patch on the light bulb, turn it on. And she said that was how she used to get her people to engage in that. And that's really what it is. Have you been wearing the patch? Okay. One of the contacts that I have from the chiropractor, when they finally picked up my phone call, because I call, I text, and I send an initial email, and it was about 2.5, 3 weeks. Oh, I've got it from Dr. Rocco, but I haven't started wearing it. Oh, well, would you like to sleep better? Would you like this? Would you like that? Oh, yeah. Go get your patch, put it on right now for me. And I'm going to have you set your alarm clock. And then that way, when you wake up in the morning and your alarm is going off, that means you put your patch on. Okay. Another thing Kathleen tells people, do you brush your teeth in the morning? Most people do. Put your patches by your toothbrush. Okay. And that way it's another cue. You're giving people cues. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. All right. So Rob, you got your hand up, and Jenny, you have your hand up. Rob, go ahead and unmute. And what do you have to question?
Good morning. Two things. I need to go back to your 90-day money back guarantee. You explained it perfectly, but there is a caveat.
Okay.
If someone purchases like a silver kit, like 3 months worth X39, at the end of that 3 months, they can get the full order back. It's what your refund is on the first 30 days, whatever you purchase. So if you purchase, a silver kit for $299, you could get a full refund after 90 days on your initial order.
Only if you're a preferred customer. Only if you're a preferred customer. If you are purchase a silver kit, any brand partners, you only have 30 days. It doesn't matter what you purchase. I believe. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
well, I'm not going. The second thing, it's always about educating the consumer.
Right.
One thing that I found interesting on a video I found not too long ago was David Schmidt invented the Eon patch in 2011. Okay, so that means for 7 years it was the number one patch. Okay, so that's one thing you can tell them. Say, listen, get the 1-2. I mean, obviously, the X39 is the Mac Daddy. It's the flagship. It's the whole thing. So we want to have some supporting patches, but why not go with the second most powerful patch that he produced, which was the Eon, to help kill that. So I think if you educate them, let them know it's been around for a number of years, and it used to be the number one patch, but now the X39 has supplanted that. That's a good way to educate them and say, yeah, okay, that sounds good.
I love that, Rob. That's great. I actually wrote that down here on my notes. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
All right. Jenny, what do you got, hun?
I know that they push packages in training. However, customers are needed too. I don't make someone buy a package if that's not where they're at the moment. And to add to that, when you have a PC, I always sign up PC Plus, not PC, because they get so much more. If they want to be a customer, if they want to be a brand partner, that's different. But if they're not sure, then it's really easy to move them over to being a brand partner. The other thing is, who you're going to work with. When you have a PC Plus, you're engaged with them, you're making a relationship with this person, and then you're going to find out, are they workers? Are they self-motivators? You're going to get to know them. They're going to get to know you better. And then if they want to be a brand partner, you know who you're working with. I think there's a plus to letting people choose if they want to be a customer or if they want to be a brand partner. I don't push anything on anybody. I give them their option. And then I tell them we can switch you over if you start sharing and you want to make money, no issue. But if you want to just be a PC plus, then that's great too. We need customers. I mean, they're needed as well. And I keep hearing package, but yes, it's good to have brand partners, but it's also good to have customers. Then you know who you're going to work with. Like you can choose, like, yeah, I mean, I would never not sign somebody up because they didn't want to be a brand partner. Never.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I thought that's what you said about Peter.
Well, it's not that Peter looks for brand partner builders. That's what he's searching.
Right.
So when he's talking to people, and this is what he said a couple of weeks ago on our call when we were having. So, again, how we individually run our business is unique to each person.
Okay. Exactly.
And it's really there are some people that only sign up preferred customers. Okay. Because of every time they get all the points. Well, we all get the points, but it just really, for me, find what makes you happy and comfortable. Okay. And when you find your niche, you are going to maximize it with whatever way. So Jenny, if you are doing only PCs or mostly PCs,
No, I didn't say, I just give them a choice. I give them all the information. And then if that's what I want them comfortable. I don't want them feeling pressured or I just want them comfortable.
I'm always showing people the entire thing. Okay.
Right.
I'm not telling people that, oh, hey, if you want to retail, buy it. Spend $150 for 1 month. I don't care. If you got the money, do it. All right. If that makes you comfortable, you have no commitment, no obligation, go ahead. Okay. But the people that I'm talking to, they're not interested in that. They want a wholesale membership. And that's how I sell things. One way is that, I don't call it a brand partner. I honestly don't. I think that's just a retarded name. Okay. And it's my opinion. I like distributor if you're going to be called a distributor or a builder and send it out. But I don't say that either. I tell people, if you want to get a wholesale package, it's just like buying a Costco membership where you can get everything at a discounted price. Okay. And that seems to be, for a lot of people, that makes them click, because we're in such a stinking instant gratification society. I want the benefit right this second. I don't want to have to commit to buying something in 3 months. Okay. But a lot of the people are, because they find out what their results are. And so they're saying, yeah, oh, I need to get onto the auto ship with you. So, I am not advocating for each person. That we got 50 people on this call. You have to find what makes you comfortable in how you even relate to people, because I'm going to guess that the majority of us right here in this call, we're not active network marketers prior to coming into this space. Okay. I was a healer. And before that, for almost 20 years, I ran restaurants. Okay. And so we have so many different people here. We have to, one, you have to be comfortable even sharing this with others to begin with, right? And that's a challenge for some of us. So I support everybody in coming in where you are comfortable to build your own business. Let's see. That's really cool, Cynthia, about the lady at the gas station. Love that. And some packages saves money, bronze costs more for just one sleeve, but for less than 100, you can get one more extra 92 sports. It does make sense. Okay, and next question. Where are we at? 9:15. We got 5 more minutes to ask questions, and then I'm going to share this little, we're going to expand what we want in life. Marcy, she does advocate putting one X39 into a silver package and then putting Ice Wave or Eon 2 and 2, and then you're on that, then you're giving them that automatic auto ship option. And that's for people that do, that are not opposed to going into auto ship. So everybody has different methods. And my advice is to listen to the different trainings and the different voices of our mentors and senior presidentials, and choose the one that you align with, and we've talked about it before, that physiology of excellence, that person that is modeling what you wish to do. Find that person and then, become a better person than they are at what they're doing. And that's just one way to guide your own self. Okay. Truly. 4 minutes. Any questions? No questions. I like that here's a place where we can start with customers and see what they develop into. Yes, because there are, okay, so I nurtured a PC that is a guy from my high school. He's a year older than me, Greg. And I don't know, he was a PC for 2 years. And then back, it was in the first quarter, I think, of this year, we had some promotion and Greg decided to roll into being a brand partner. This guy's a real estate agent, and if he wanted to, he could have so much business and, network marketing, but he's not super builder. He doesn't really want to build that much, but he saw the value in rolling out of the PC program for him and becoming a brand partner, because he was getting more patches for less money, and then he's on an auto ship now. So that is a success of rolling a PC 2 years literally as a PC. Okay, thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna pull this, I'm gonna screen share. This is literally it's called the Cosmic Expansion Meditation. Well, what do we got here? Adelaide told me initially she didn't want to have auto ship every month, so was going to be brand partner, but changed mind before completing the sign up as they felt loyalty to another company they were with, so became a PC. There you go. And again, meet these people where they're at. What you want doesn't matter. Okay. What you want them to do, it's none of your business what they do. It's their choice. Okay. You can wish. I mean, I cannot tell you how many people, family members, oh my God, please just put this patch on. Okay. I found out 3 days ago that my nephew, who is 40, was in an extremely horrific motorcycle accident. He's got swelling on the brain. His face is so like 100 stitches in his face. He did wear a helmet. Both of his legs are broken. His pelvis is broken. One arm is broken. They don't expect him to ever walk again. Okay. I want to send patches. His parents will not utilize them. And even though he's a 40-year-old man, he's unconscious and he cannot give me permission to send patches. So, it is a challenge. It is kind of heartbreaking that I can't help, but I have to shake that dust off my shoes and go forward. I can't sit and cry because I can't help my nephew. I can acknowledge it. I can be sad, but I do have to keep going forward. So you got to remember there's always people on this planet, and the word is called secondary gain. Secondary gain means they are comfortable with where they're at. Okay. My illness, whatever X illness is, allows me to count on my husband to make dinner every night, or allows me to sit in my chair all day long because I can't walk. Okay. It's a literal subconscious programming. And all you can do is accept that and just give them respect, because that's their choice in life. And that's the one thing that each person is, autonomous and sovereign on, in my belief, is that, you can make your own choices. Terry, you have your hand raised, and then we're going to roll into this little thing. Oh.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
wait a minute. I was listening and lost my train.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What I want to share with you, as a healer myself, I totally believe in vibrational healing.
Mhm.
So what we're experimenting with and trying right now is taking pictures of our body and placing patches where we need extra patches overnight or during the day. So you could do that with your nephew. Try having a picture and placing the patch on the picture.
Okay. I see what you're saying. You are talking about pretty much like doing a Reiki session with the photograph, and then the
Basically,
photograph.
with the
That's
patches.
really cool. I think that's a great idea. And I think I'm going to do that, because I have actually, in the past, there's something called the healing thought form, and it's a green and blue, and I would draw circles of green and blue, put the person's name inside of it, and this was years before I ran into the patches. Okay. And put the name inside of it, put a picture inside that green circle, and every day call on the creator to bring his healing thought form down for them. So that's really cool. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
all right, everybody. So it is 9:22. It's like 8.5 minutes long. Just what I'd love you to do is just sit back and listen and enjoy it. Okay. And maybe it can set a pace for your day. And here we go. Share sound. Oops. Go away. There we go. So sit back, relax, find a very comfortable spot, whether that's laying down or sitting up, and let's go play in the universe. I'd like you to slowly breathe in through your nose to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to exhale through your mouth to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, as you are inhaling, I would like you to feel the air filling your entire body, allowing your body to grow and expand right where you are at. So we're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to expand again. As you inhale, expand your body and actually fill your chair, or feel yourself filling the bed or couch that you may be laying on, or the floor, and just become one with whatever it is that you are seated upon. And now continue your breathing to the count of 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now as you're inhaling, I would like you to take stock of your body and notice anywhere that there are spots of tension. And as you find those spots of tension, if they're in your head, tap gently on your head. Maybe they're in your neck. Tap gently on your neck or your shoulder. And allow yourself to tap gently on each spot. Continue your breathing, inhaling to the count of 4, expanding as you inhale, and then exhale to the count of 4. And now as you expand on this inhale, you are going to expand out of the room that you are in. You are going to expand beyond the walls of the room you are in, and you're going to fill the house or the building in which you are. And as you fill that space, your body continues to breathe into the count of 4 and out to the count of 4, gently allowing you to just flow through all barriers. And then you are now outside of your home or the building that you are in, and you are filling up the space. And as you fill up the space of expansion and breathing, you're going to cover your entire town. Allow yourself to sit over your town and just feel them, everybody that lives there, sending them love. Continue to breathe in and out to the count of 4. And now you're going to rise up over the whole country that you live in. And as you rise up, you are still sending love down to all of the inhabitants in your country. Now you're going to rise up and you are going to see the entire planet. And as you see the entire planet, you are going to allow yourself to gently send your love down to everyone, every being, every person, every animal, every plant on planet Earth. You're going to just cover them gently in love. And now, as you float above the earth and you look out into the cosmos, you continue to breathe gently, feeling so comfortable, so relaxed. And you start to feel your body joining the fabric of space. As you continue to breathe in and out, the beautiful colors that are all swirling around you in cosmic space allow you to feel the energy that created the planets, the energy that created the universe. And as you float within this energy, you are going to be able to scoop that energy up and bring it to you. So gently, as you're floating there in the cosmos, bring in that energy, scoop in the fabric of the universe. And as you're scooping in that fabric of the universe, what is it that your heart wishes for most, truly, truly desires? Is that unconditional love? Then scoop unconditional love out of the fabric of the cosmos and bring it into you. Feel unconditional love permeate every one of your cells. And as you feel that unconditional love becoming one with you, you now breathe in gently again and you expand even farther into the cosmos. And as you exhale, you can feel the stars in your hands as you gently scoop more of the cosmic energy to you. you start to feel the abundance of the universe, the gift of the universe that is yours, the prosperity, clarity, health, wealth, trust, truth, light, love, joy, peace, freedom, and sovereignty. And as you have scooped that all into your own being, now you're going to shower that, cover the earth, beautiful magenta coloring, filling your vision, sending all of this beautiful abundance down to every being on the planet Earth. And as you feel that unconditional love and abundance flowing from you, you gently allow yourself to fall through space, flowing with it. And you come back down to the atmosphere of the planet Earth. And you are gently allowing yourself to flow back down to your body, becoming 1, 2, 3, whole again in the temple that you have here on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Sheila Hay. I'm a 23-year Reiki master, intuitive guide. Whew. All of these wonderful things I bring to you as my gifts. Thank you so much. Namaste. There you go. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. It's my gift to you to start your day or midday kind of break, whatever that is. And I hope it, I don't know, for me, I just feel in a really good space right now. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate that, the kind words. So I love you all. I hope you enjoyed today. If you do want that expansion meditation, I can send that to you. You'd have to just email me. But next week, we will have our beautiful Jan Rand back, and who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. We never know right away. But I do know in a couple of weeks, I think, we have Ivory Sully and some of the football players are going to hang out with us on Friday and have a fun discussion. So take care, everybody. Love you all. And I know Wendy will be here soon doing a patching podcast. So have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Love ya.
Thank you. Bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sheila.
Thank you.